Today we are traveling from southwestern Colorado in the San Juan National Forest to the eastern, more desert-like conditions of southeast Colorado. Our destination for tonight is just an overnight stop at Lathrop State Park. Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. We're going to go on another search today looking for some beautiful places. The desert biome of southeast Colorado does have less of the green, bright spring colors that we saw in the San Juan National Forest.
Second entrance.
The Lathrop State Park is one of Colorado's first state parks, and it is still along 160. It would be just west of Interstate 25. Lathrop State Park has 103 campsites, from primitive tent camping all the way to your motorhome and group sites. There is a vehicle pass that costs $10, and your basic non-electric campsite is $28. So this is a little bit steep, $38 for one night. Well, we are set up at Lathrop State Park in Colorado. Easy, quick setup. I'm not even going to put the little C-jacks down. Everything pulled into the site level. I just unfolded it, and I'm going to stick my little things in so we get some ventilation tonight. I tell you, one of the nicest things about this setup is doing this today. I have not had to bend over one time. Going from southwest Colorado to southeast Colorado, bouncing around on national forest roads looking for a dispersed campsite, but nothing just really looked right. We thought we'd probably get stuck. It was snowing in the national forest, in the Rio Grande National Forest, and we had no idea what that meant. We didn't have any reception to check on the weather, so we just kept moving west. And you know what? You get tired from driving. Setup here is easy. I'm standing. I'm not bending over 20 times to try to pound in a steak or do a whole bunch of fancy maneuvers. Just unfolded and opening the awnings. It's national forest mud right there. Some of our dinner last night of the beans and steak and spicy cauliflower are now wrapped in a burrito, and they're warming up for a quick dinner tonight. After dinner, we were able to get out for a little walk by the lake and take in the views of the mountains. Boy, was it windy. The mountains that you see in the background are called the Spanish Peaks, and it is definitely the view from the park. You can hike there, you can bike on these little trails, there is boating, there is fishing, and there's an archery range, and of course water skiing if you can boat, right? So there is a lot to do in this park, but that is not why we came here. We just wanted an overnight stay. On my Google Maps, I have several little markings for places that are just for overnight stays. Never underestimate Google Maps' ability to tell you about a place. All of these pictures come off of Google Maps. They tell you kind of what's going on in a place before you ever get there and what to expect. I had several other potential places we could have stopped at, but this was my first choice for the area. Good morning. When I plan an adventure with several overnight stops where we're just trying to make some time to get closer to the destination. I always keep a kind of a list of where we might get to, where we might not get to, and just plug those points into Google Maps so that I can find them when I'm on the trip, and I don't have to go hunting when I don't have reception. This stop was just that kind of a choice. We were tired, we needed a place to stay for the night, and Lathrop State Park fit the bill. One of the nicest things about Lathrop State Park is those little sun and wind shades at each campsite. I am certain that those were needed for the wind at minimum because this was a windy stay, and I imagine in the summer months those are absolutely needed. This summer is heating up to be a no camping summer, so safety is going to come first probably this summer, but maybe early this fall I'll get back out. But come back next week. I'm going to explain my bike rack on the front of my camping trailer. I've had a subscriber make a specific request, so we'll look at that next week. For now, we're going to get back on the road to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we will see you next week.